Ooh. Hello, this is Mantio with another balance video. And now that we have talked about knowledge and wisdom, we can now talk about in detail the other aspects of each balance. And today is another one you might have learned young, the idea of taking it the easy way or the hard way. You could see it as cheater's way versus right way or long way or hard way or whatever, but not every situation could count the easy way as cheating. But it may have a lot of situations where taking the faster way may be harmful or have consequences. The first situation you might have thought of this type of balance is school, where the quote unquote right way is to, work hard, study, put in your effort, and most likely you will succeed. You might think of, the cheater's way. I'm only assuming you might think of it as someone to take it easy because they may be lazy. Other purposes of presenting these ideas of balance is to help the viewer view the world in other ways, which include other people's situations you may not have thought about. Not everyone has it easy with different kinds of information. Some people can struggle with certain things. Some may put in the effort to succeed, and others may be naturally gifted. Going back to the school situation, going the faster way may be more risky, as I'm only talking about a faster way to get information, not exactly cheating. Yes, it is bad to cheat on tests, and by trying it, you are at a risk of cheating, of being caught at the same time, and you could get caught during the test or even after. If someone asks you a question from a test that you cheated on, they will be more suspicious anyway. No, I'm talking about situations where it's not a bad idea to, quickly get information, hack in real life, which is the whole point of school. Like, a job, your boss may not care about how you get the information. They just want the job done and quickly as possible, which is just assume that doing it the harder way of studying will make you learn it, which will in turn you will quickly remember the information, which would be faster than simply googling it. I'm saying there's some situations where it's okay to do a simple Google search, since that's the point of the internet, from it being a amassed collection of information. And of course, there's situations where a kid may feel the need to blatantly cheat, and I'm making it apparent to say blatant cheating than just getting information quickly. Some situations, though, even though it may be wrong, like blatant cheating, kids or teens may feel the need to cheat, like if a kid put in the hard work to try to understand, but they just don't understand it for the sake of themselves. So they risk blatant cheating to try to be on par with their classmates. Or a harsher situation that could be possible. Let's say a student is under pressure by their parents to get good grades and may be even beaten if the kid doesn't do well on a test or their standards. In these situations, the kid may feel pressure to cheat to save themselves from harsh treatment. To go back to general terms, like in the school situation, by blatant cheating, it was a gamble. Most of the time, taking the fast way feel like a gamble, and maybe have consequences for taking the faster way. other situations, it's not bad to take the faster way. That's all I'm saying. But like situations like literally gambling, instead of trying to be faster to get knowledge, it's a faster way to gain money, which is again risky. Other situations of a faster way versus longer way can be emotional as well. Like if someone told you information that you don't want to think is true. The faster way is ignore that information for the sake of your own emotions, but the consequences of that may be repeatedly lying to yourself just to calm yourself down of that information, where the longer way takes maybe a week, month, or longer to process your emotions of that information until you are ready to just accept the information. Other ways of emotion can be brought up in the use of drugs, alcohol, smoking, vaping, and all that. In these situations, it could there's two examples. Could be the person has tried all they can to try to help themselves emotionally and physically, but all haven't worked. So their last resort is those drugs, alcohol, and so on. The other example could be they just need a quick relief of that pain, but of course they may they may take these things because of a quick relief of pain, but of course without balancing on or when to take these or not. Someone may be addicted, which is a consequence of those. Other consequences may be fits of rage or depression afterwards that could hurt themselves or others around them. The longer way would take months depending on their pain, be it physical or emotional therapy. Lying to yourself or never listening to others may be harmful as well. And this is a current thing that's been happening. Things like the idea of fat phobia, or even people that find others that know the same thing online just to think you are right or validate yourself. Validate yourself. The first is fat phobia people, and say that their bodies are perfect, just as it is, while spreading misinformation all the while. Yes, we should all be understanding to others' bodies and our own bodies as well. Shaming people on their looks is cruel and is not okay, but at the same time, you need to at least try to make the effort. Some people, like the phobia people, they will say, why should I try to lose weight when my body is already amazing and perfect? Like I've already said in my first video, to humans, perfection is the idea to becoming more perfect, which involves at least putting in the effort and try. But by lying to yourself, you may be at more risk for a multitude of serious illnesses or conditions. And by acting like that, you spread to impressionable kids or teens that it's okay to eat all these sugary, fatty foods, and that there's no consequences will happen. That mindset is basically, I'm perfect, so I don't need to put in the effort. I understand that they may feel sad about their looks, and that is why they have that mindset to make themselves love their body again. I myself am trying to lose weight. I love my looks, but still try to lose weight on the daily. But that mindset could really do harm, especially if more people do it. Then it comes down to, well, they are doing it, so it's okay if I'm doing it too, which is also not okay. Slavery was a thing, but then we smartened up and abolished it. Basically, as our culture progresses, the idea of what's okay will change. So the idea that others doing it makes it okay if you do it as well is not a good mentality. Now, onto types of people that find their own ideologies and never listen to validate their own self. Also bad. There's a good saying here that goes, while knowledge speaks, wisdom listens. You could think of, Karens that do this, or you could think of extreme people that do this. Anti-vaxxers is one of them. I understand that people will want to be or feel right, or feel that they are right on a topic, but it's wrong. But being wrong is okay too. Don't be rude to someone that's wrong on a topic, because the saying, there are no dumb questions, is also good here. But the point of being wrong or make a mistake is so you can be wrong and be corrected, so you may be more perfect. Some people may not want to be corrected because it may hurt their egos. It's okay to be corrected as well, as everyone makes a mistake. The only difference is the people that learn from their mistake and move on, repeatedly make the mistake. You may have heard these situations online, but parents that never listen may have their kid dead as a consequence. Like, one time I heard of a parent whose child has died because of a preventable illness, but the parent did not want their children to be vaccinated. Maybe it rumors of the government spying on us with vaccinations. Maybe vaccinations cause autism, but whatever. After, the parents went online to ask for others if she did the right thing for validation, which I assume she only wanted to validate her own reasoning than to take this sad situation into a situation. Please listen to people that may be incorrect on these topics, and don't be rude to them either. Throwing insults at someone for their being incorrect may have those people bury themselves further into their own knowledge, their own thing. Please listen, share your own thoughts to them in a respectful way, so we may avoid other children. So we may avoid other children dying from misinformation. Lastly, to summarize, sometimes it's okay to do the faster way. Sometimes it's a gamble. I recommend to do it the harder way, longer way, because it's more benefits. And please be respectful who may have chosen the faster way. You can correct them if it's information based, but drugs and alcohol is technically their own choice. But you also have the choice to choose whether to be around that person, if that is gotten to the point where you cannot be around them anymore. This has been Mentio. Hope you liked the video. Share your thoughts on this topic down below in the comments. Hope to see you in another video. Hope you have a good day, night, evening, dot day, Cinco de Mayo day, Halloween day, Nose day, anything. See y'all later.